Well, Struts 2 framework is for developing MVC-based web applications. It's a combination of Struts and Open Symfony. Using these two, they devised the Struts 2 framework. Struts 2 supports Ajax, plain old Java-based actions, integration with Hibernate, Spring, Tiles, etc. Configuration of MVC components in Struts2 framework. So this can be a feature, I can say. So we can configure it can configure actually other frameworks in the MVC application with the Struts2 framework. So we use for that purpose just struts.xml file. With the help of that, we can configure things. Whenever we want to modify anything, simply that can be modified. Look at this application. So when you look at this application, you can find here. So whatever you would like to, in fact, configure, you can configure here. This is basically struts.xml file. Here you can, configure things. So this is possible with the Struts MVC. It's called as struts.xml. See, in Struts2, an action class is Pojo. We are not forced to implement any interface or inherit any class for that. We just use some action.java. This is nothing but a action class which is getting supported from the action support class. That means it is being extended by action support. So we created here one action class called as some action. So some action class we are creating, we are extending the action support in this. And this is part of the com.opensymfony.xworks.action support. It has been defined in that particular package. And this is the class basically. So here xworks2 is the package in that it has been defined. Action support is nothing but a class which is predefined that we need to extend to some action here. Here action name is some action. Struts even supports Ajax. It's basically meant for partial postback, asynchronous JavaScript we can run with help of this particular Ajax features. So it supports even other frameworks. As far as Struts is concerned, it can support even other things. So once we execute the action class, the target view page will be executed based on configuration in struts.xml. When method of action class completes, it returns a string value. The value of the string can be success, input, error, is used to select a result element in struts.xml configuration file. A standard set of result tokens are defined by the action support base class. You can have like success, name, error, input, login. So these are the standard tokens, result tokens available. A success is a token, name is a token, error is a token, input is a token, and login is another token. There are 11 types of results in Struts2. Result type is, these are going to be result tokens. Overall, we have around 11 result types as far as the struts are concerned. So one is what dispatcher result. This is used for dispatch the request to other JSP page to include contents or forward this contents. It's default result type. By default, we use actually dispatcher result. Second result type is going to be chain result. This basically means for action chaining. One action can trigger another action. For that purpose, we can use it. Free marker result we have here, used for free marker integration. Just like JSP, we have here free marker. We have just like JSP template, we can have free marker template or we can have velocity template. These are just like JSP templates. JSP has certain tags. Similarly, free marker and the velocity have their own marker. They have their own tags. With the help of that, a page can be rendered. And other thing is going to be redirect result. This is used to redirect to another action mapping. So redirect action result used to redirect to another action mapping. Then similarly, stream request used to stream an input stream back to the browser. Then velocity result we have, as I told. For velocity integration we use it. XSL result used for XML XSLT integration. And plain text results. So these are going to be different types of result types we have. And free marker is basically a template engine, a Java library to generate text output, HTML web pages, emails, similarly configuration files, source code, etc. you can make with the help of the free make marker. So templates are written in free marker template language. We use FTL with the help of that it can be written. Velocity is another template language or another template engine, just like JSP and free marker. So here let us develop actually Struts application for result types in this. So here we are going to develop an application based on the Struts 2. So using Struts 2 now we develop application. For that purpose we are using here action class. See, as we know, Struts is an MVC framework. Here model represents internal state. Action is used to change the state view, and controller is responsible for receiving incoming requests from client and decide which business logic should be called. That is basically done by the controller. So controller is going to do that option. Here model represents internal state. Action is used to change the state view, and controller is responsible for receiving incoming request from client and decide which business logic should be called. Basically, struts have different classes to represent this model view and controller. We call them as action, action form, and action servlet. We call them as action, action form, and action servlet. Model is basically action class. View is going to be action form, and controller is going to be action servlet class. So like this, we have here three things: a model, a view, and controller. A model is action class. Here, a view is going to be action form class. A controller is going to be action servlet class. So like that, we maintain. Action class in struts is used to define the business logic. It handles the client request, prepare the response, or tell where the response should be forwarded. Basically, it receives the data from the view layer and forward the data to specific business layer, or process the data and again forward the processed data to view layer. So here action is getting data from view layer. So from the text data, then after that it may process the data. After that the result can be again forwarded to view layer. So an action class is extended by struts, here action support class. Then action servlet, action class, action servlet, select action class for So here it's going to be routing actually appropriately, action servlet, then followed by HTTP request defined under action mappings tag in struts.xml file. So in this manner, they are going to be working here. An action class is extended by struts action base class. So let us create a simple struts application. For this purpose, we enter a user age. Whether the person is eligible to cast code or not, we need to find out in this. We just create a simple application. So using the simple application, what we do exactly, we enter a person's age, we enter person name, we enter person age. So when we enter person age, whether the person is eligible to cast code or not, we have to find out. So once we do that, we deploy that into, we deploy that into Java 6.0. So if it is working with that, that's fine. Then similarly, we try to deploy that into Tomcat also. So by deploying with Tomcat also, we demonstrate that. Right now, Tomcat is running, Tomcat 9 is running. So we can deploy into Tomcat server as well as we can deploy this into JBoss also. We deploy into JBoss as well as Tomcat once the application is done. So here, struts application for OTA. So I name this as here, click on this file, the new, followed by here, it is a dynamic web project. And this is going to be here, the name is going to be struts OTA, I say it. Struts OTA, making it. Then after that, it is going to be using Java 6.0 final runtime. For that purpose we use, then click on the next in this, then finish. So here it's going to create a new project for us. The project is called as Struts OTA. We created here a Struts OTA. Now Struts OTA, very first thing for working with the struts is we require the struts library. So struts library we need to copy and we need to put in the web.inf folder. In that folder we have a lib folder. In the lib folder we need to put it. So therefore, let us copy the files into the folder. So these are files actually required. In the struts lib folder, we have few files. We copy them and we paste. Control A, then Control C. Come into again here Eclipse environment. In the lib, right click, then paste it. You can paste this particular thing here. Paste here. So once you paste, these are going to be available for us. Here these are available. So once these are made, we need to create first of all we need to create here an action file. We need to create an action file here. So action class we need to make in this. That action class is called as here. We call the action class as okay. So before creating the action class, let us say what we are going to make in this. What JSP pages we are going to make. First of all, order.jsp, then Index.jsp, result.jsp pages we make. By default, index page will be getting opened because we are going to put them in the welcome pages. In the welcome page, since we are going to put the index page, first of all, it loads automatically from index page. We can route it to here order.jsp. In the order.jsp, we need to enter here order name followed by order age. Then after that, once we enter order name and order age, it should be sent to the eligibility action class. It should be sent to the eligibility action. So in the eligibility action, age should be taken into consideration, and based on the age, we need to find out whether the candidate is eligible to vote or not. So we need to give that information here. Whether the candidate is eligible to vote or not, we need to find out in this case here now. So let us try to make that application now. Let us make that application. So here we require order.jsp, then index.jsp, result.jsp we make, and apart from that we need to create here one eligibility action. So an action class we need to create here. Apart from that, we have to create here one struts.xml file, other one is going to be web.conf file. These we need to create. So let us create first of all here the eligibility action. We create eligibility action. So for that purpose, here we go into resources. In the src, we create a class. Click on this, there is a new, and in the new, let us make a class. Class name is package name. First of all, I put like this: com.shri. I put here com.shri. I put here package name. Then here the class name is going to be here the class name eligibility action. I write eligibility action. I want to put this one. Eligibility action I would like to put. Then let me finish this here. So it's going to be created under com Shri package. We have a com package. In that Shri package, in that this class will be created here. Click on OK now. So it's going to create automatically for us com and Shri, like this a package is created for us. So once this is created, let me copy few things into this. So I go to the previous application, and from the previous application try to copy from the src folder this. So it saves time. I can copy the import part like this. I can be copying here the import part and try to put into here the concerned file eligibility action. In this, first of all, I want to put here. So next thing is what, once I put that, I need to extend action support. I extend actually action support in this. If I come into some action, so action support is getting extended. I should do same thing here. I should write here extends action support. I created like this. Then similarly, the serialization is required here. This is a Pojo class basically. It's a Pojo class. Therefore, click on this here. It will be asking for default serial version ID. Let us add that. So it's getting added for us. It's going to be getting added. A serial version ID is getting added for us. Delete this point here. Okay. Try to put like this here. This is the condition we are keeping. Then followed by we need to specify here the, just like the, okay, close this, it's not required right now. So here, whatever things are required, like we need to have here some private data. We need to have private data. Let us declare here the private data in the same manner. We write this as private followed by int age. I can put like this. Private int name I can write here. These two I declare. Followed by setters and getters are required in this. I have created these two fields in this, similar to this one. Here we require, okay, I take this clause as it is, method as it is, then I put here, say, put this as here, calculate, find eligibility. The method name is going to be here, find eligibility, put like this. This is going to be find eligibility method. I put F here, and other thing is, I make like this private string, put like eligibility, put like this here, eligibility. So here we use an if condition, we make here like this, at the end of this put a semicolon, then try to write here, okay, this is what capital S is required here, since I did not keep the capital S, it's giving error, eligibility, that is, followed by this, need to compare, this I remove here, I remove this here, then write, if condition we use, if age greater than or equal to 18, then here we put eligibility equal to, we put it as here, eligible, else we put it as not eligible. Here we can put this as else not eligible. Eligibility equal to not eligible, we can put. Not eligible we can put here, put a semicolon like this. So this way we are going to be returning the success. Followed by here other methods also, how we defined here in the same manner we should be defining other methods. Get and set we require in this. We require here get as well as set even with these things. Coming to this, let us make getter and setter here. Here write public int, first of all get age, here we write return age. Similarly we try to put here public, this is what, void set age, this exactly int age we put, and here inside this we write this as this dot age equal to age we put. This way we have written, this is for the age. Second thing is what here, name, public, then string, get name we write first, followed by we return here name. Here we are going to return name. In the same way what we do here is, so what we do in this is return name, okay, public string we have return name. What's the problem with this? Is don't we have name in this? I think name is there. This is private string, not int. I need to put this as here string. So therefore when we put name, it's going to be returning name. Similarly we can write here public void, then write set name. This is going to be here string name. Here try to write here this dot name equal to, you can write it name. So we keep like this. The next thing is going to be here public string, here write get eligibility. So here the name, the property name, according to that we need to make here eligibility, that is. So we put here public string get eligibility. Here write return eligibility. Put like this here. The same manner we'll be writing it public void set eligibility. Here write string eligibility. Inside this try to write this dot eligibility equal to, you can write it as eligibility. So like this we are trying to make it. Now what we have done exactly, we made the required class. Action class we have created here. Now this action class we should be calling from different ways. Okay, so action class we created here. This is actually in the com.3 package. Here we created the action class. Then here in this we have age field, name field and eligibility, and using find eligibility is a method. With the help of this method we are finding out whether candidate is eligible to cost vote or not. We are going to find out. This is what here we need to create here 3 different JSP pages. We are going to create here 3 different pages. One is index page, other one is voter.jsp. One more thing is going to be here result.jsp. We need to create here total 3 pages. They are going to be part of the web content folder. In the web content folder we create those. Right click on this, then create here new followed by JSP. This is here Index.jsp. We put this. It's going to be Index.jsp. We finish that. Okay. Similarly, we create the other pages also. Go to this, then write here new JSP file. It is going to be result.jsp. We need to finish this result.jsp here. In the same manner, we are going to make it as other page is going to be voter.jsp. In the voter.jsp, we enter the voter data. Go to new, then again make the JSP file, and here put voter.jsp. Like this, let us make actually 3 pages in this. Let us finish 3 pages we made. How we are inputting data in the same manner, let us try to input here. If you come into web content folder, in this we have an input.jsp page. In the input.jsp page, how we are taking the same manner, let us try to make it. So same thing we take in this. We take here same kind of thing, then come into here the the voter.jsp. In the voter.jsp, let us replace everything. Put here. So like this, we created here. This is basically for the tagging, and this is what language is Java. Prefix S is going to be prefix for struts tags. We use here struts tags. With that we try to make it. Okay, so here this is going to be the title is going to be here voter. We put it as here voter, then followed by here it is voter eligibility. Like this we try to make it. And what action exactly we are going to call in this? It's not calculates some action. So we need to here voter eligibility we need to find out. So first of all, here we try to define this name equal to, it's not X actually, it has to be age. Here write enter age. Similarly, here in this case, we try to put here enter name. This field is going to be name here, and this is going to be here enter name. Like this, we take it. We are going to enter name, going to do this, and value equal to calculate is defined here. If you look at the sum action, we have here calculate method. So similar to that, we try to make it. Okay, but it's not according to that. It is as per the configuration file. We need to make that. We will configure those things. Now eligibility action.java, followed by here we made the voter.jsp. So using voter.jsp, we can enter data into this. Here, instead of calculate some action, we try to put this as here, action equal to calculate dot some action. So it is defined in the struts.xml in this manner here. In this manner, it is defined here. So therefore, let us try to make same thing here also in our application, same manner. In this current application, let us make. Go to the struts sorter. In the struts sorter, do with the, so this is defined within the src. So come to src. In this, let us create an XML file. Save this as here. It's going to be new, followed by here other XML file. Let us create. This is exactly what struts.xml. We make it as struts.xml. Then we finish. So in this struts.xml file, let us try to put that. Come into next line, then here paste. This is going to be, first of all, the application name is what here? Struts order we put. It's going to be struts order we put. Okay, so here exactly what we have to do, we need to be calling the method. Calculate, or you say this, find eligibility, put like this. Find eligibility, we put here. So what is the class name exactly we use here? This is going to be in this com dot tree dot followed by eligibility action we put here. This is going to be eligibility action. Eligibility action, spelling should not be a problem. eligibility, eligibility action we are putting it. So method is what is in the some action, it's going to be calculate only. So same thing we try to put here in this. Here also what we do, we are going to make this as here. If you come into the method, what method it is, the same method name we try to put here. Method name is going to be for us find eligibility. Take this and come into this struts, then keep the find eligibility in this. We put here find eligibility, then success is result we get. Otherwise, we need to go with the, again, what we have to take here, voter.jsp. If it's wrong, then in that case, we need to go with the voter.jsp to make. Whenever it's failure, again, we should come back to voter.jsp. So like this here, we created struts.xml file, which is nothing but in the source folder we created. Struts.xml file we created in the source folder. So then next thing is we need to create here the config file, and apart from that we require even result.asp also. So let us go into result.asp, accordingly try to do in this. So here let us copy this. Same thing let us copy and try to put here, we change in that. Copy this and come to the result.jsp. Then here in this, let us put paste here. Then this is value equal to, we put this as here, name of here s dot property. This should be what exactly? Name, or we put before this only here, right? The person, okay, is person with say age, is here what we put the result, whatever result we have, that we need to put here. What is that exactly? Eligibility we take here. Take eligibility and try to put the eligibility in this. In the result.jsp we put it. So let us make this as here eligibility. Eligible, what we kept, whenever you take this here, whether the candidate is eligible and not eligible we have taken there. So in the same manner, the result page we need to put here to vote like this. Let us try to make this here. So this is made this is nothing but here result page. We created a result page in this. It will be coming into result page now here. Result is created. Voter is also created. And other thing is what for us in the voter.jsp we need to change here. Calculate some action. Instead of that, from the struts.xml, whatever it is, we need to take that. It's nothing but here find eligibility, but this is not find eligibility. We need to take from that. You take this as find eligibility. Then try to put that. So in the voter.jsp, we put it as find eligibility. Find eligibility we made like this. So find eligibility. We have taken this. We have taken this as actually find eligibility, and how we have written in the same manner. Let us try to do this. This is exactly what calculate some action is written. Okay, so here in the same manner, let us try to put even here also. Let us try to put some action. Let us put this as actually find eligibility action. We make like this. It's going to call exactly appropriate action. In that action name is going to find eligibility action. It's going to refer com.tree.eligibility action method equal to find eligibility. It's going to call. If it is success, it's going to go with the result.jsp. Otherwise, it comes to voter.jsp. Like that, we made it. Fine. Now, next thing is what in this here we need to once again compare with the struts.xml and we go with the voter.jsp. In this, what we specified there, find eligibility action, we should write in this. We need to write it as find eligibility action. So just like the here input, how we have written in the input in the same manner, we should be writing it. This is going to be now voter.jsp. Here it is find eligibility action. Like this, it's made here. We have written. So find eligibility action is defined within the. We have defined this within the struts.xml. It is going to be action. Name equal to find eligibility action. Class equal to com.tree.eligibility action. All these are nothing but configuration. So from that class, it's going to call the find eligibility. This we are mapping with the voter.jsp. With the voter.jsp, we are going to call this one. Okay. So here what we pass age and we pass name here. But value should not be calculated in this. We should not keep here the value as calculate. We need to change something different in this. Submit button we have here. Instead of having calculate here, we try to write this as find eligibility. We put like this. Find eligibility, you're trying to keep. This way, you're trying to make it. This is a button actually. When you click on that, it will be sent to the server. So server, you have in the server a class. The class is nothing but eligibility criteria, action, eligibility, find eligibility action. We have a action class. To that data will be submitted. It's going to process data there. It's going to process data. Then after that, it can be giving you either eligible or not eligible. So from there, where it goes to the result page. And by default, index page should be coming up for us. We have to get by default index page. So for that purpose, we need to go with the webconfig file. Let us create webconfig file also. In the webconfig file, whatever things are kept in the same manner, we need to put. We need to create here the webconfig file. Let us copy all this as it is. Let us copy here in this. We go with the webconfig file here. Going to be new here other followed by XML file. We make this as web.xml. Let us make this as here web.xml. It's nothing but configuration file. So here we put the required things. Let us try to make the webconfig file in this. Okay. So here let us make the web.config file, web.xml file as we have done in the previous application. So copy all the content from this and try to paste here. We need to modify few things in this. Copy this and put into web.config file or web.xml file here in this. We press here now, we paste it here, then after that let us see. Index.jsp is going to be the default file. Then similarly, this is all fine here. Now next thing, we need to go with the index.jsp. The index.jsp we need to slightly change. By default, this page can be coming up for us, but automatically we should go to here, order.jsp. For that purpose, we need to, this is index page. Index page. So using here meta tag we can change. Using meta tag we can change as we do here in this. With the help of that, automatically we can be getting it sent to some other page. The page should be what exactly here? Order page, we have to come there. Therefore, here with the meta tag, let us try to change it. Control V, and this is what not input exactly, it is going to be order.jsp for us. By default, it's going to show for us index.jsp because in the web config file, in the web.xml file, we kept in the welcome page. Welcome page is what exactly? Index.jsp is the welcome page. So automatically the index.jsp will be called. As soon as the page is called, from there it should be sent to the order.jsp. So like this, the application should be working for us. Now let us start this application and see how this is going to be working for us. Go with this, then try to run. So Struts order is going to be the application. This we need to run with this now. Here let us try to run. Click on this, then run on server. Then the JBoss 6.10, I would like to make it. Finish this. Let me check here. What is the problem in this? Yes. The problem is going to be here. Struts order I should put. I'm going to put it as struts order in this. Then followed by here URL pattern and everything I have taken properly. Let me once again try to run this into. So I just go to run on server. Then I want to run with the JBoss 6.0. What's the problem? Do I miss anything in this? let me compare everything in this Index.jsp file. This is, it's fine. We've taken it's correct only this, so working properly. Next thing is what in this I have created Index.jsp. So this is going to be voter.jsp, the file. I want to just run this. It should be coming up. Similarly, this is here, refresh. When it comes to the src, in the src struts.xml is a folder name. We've taken it, result when it's success, it may be, should be coming there like that. Okay, success and failure we have in this. Okay, let me expand this once again and see here what I have written exactly. So based on that, this can be made here. Okay, so here it is, src folder. In this, I have like this action. In the action return success, I am keeping it. According to that, it should be working for us. We say return success. After writing that, we are doing in this way. Okay, this is all fine here. In the same manner, here also, if you come to this count.stream, okay, eligibility.java, we have written like this. And when it is coming into the struts.xml, form.tree.eligibility action I have taken. So based on that, it should work for us. This find eligibility action we have taken, this is correct. When it's success, it should be something like that. And here, when it is success, it's going to result, otherwise coming to input. In the same manner, it is kept here. When result name equal to success, result.jsp, and this is going to be order.jsp. Like this, we made it. Name find eligibility action. Find eligibility. Did I write here or not? I find out. Find eligibility. Take it, then try to put in that. Probably any spelling mistake. So due to that, it can be kind of problem. So therefore, once again go to struts.xml. Here, let me put this as here. Find eligibility. This is okay. Name equal to success. This is going to be what? Eligibility action only. Name is also eligibility. Okay. Eligibility action. BILTY. BILITY is missing. Okay. LTY only I should put here. Because class name is going to be this one. Eligibility action. Due to that, I think it was not working properly. So here also, this is what exactly? Eligibility action. Find eligibility. This is fine. Now let us try to run this. So when we go to again this one, spelling mistakes, they are a big nuisance. Struts voter once again. Let us go with the run on server. So next, then finish. So now page is coming up for us. It will be asking for voter age and voter name. I enter something like 35 followed by enter name. Name is going to be here Sridhar. Like this we enter. Then find eligibility. Says the person Sridhar with 35 is eligible to vote. Of course I did not put properly. Because of that it was giving that kind of message there. So 35 is eligible to vote. I should get in that, I think. Come to result.jsp. In the result.jsp, let us try to put that. We have value equal to eligibility here. So this spelling, I think, probably wrong in the eligibility action. This is exactly what eligibility we have taken there. So let us take this and try to put. This is what exactly get eligibility we have in this. Set eligibility and get eligibility we have taken. Okay, let me paste in this. This can be correcting in fact. Get eligibility, and here also let me put here set eligibility. Due to spelling mistake, probably it cannot work as we expect eligibility, and here also let me make this as eligibility. Like this I make it. So this dot eligibility equal to, we made like this. Once again try to render this. So this time probably we'll be getting everything perfect. Go to result.jsp, and here this we put as eligibility just. Now let me run this once again. Start sort of this is, then followed by run as here, run on server, then next followed by finish. So we coming into motor.jsp. From here I enter some 12, followed by here put something like Sridhar. So find eligibility, we say here, say the person Sridhar with 12 is not eligible to vote. This time we are getting exact message. So this is what exactly a struts based application. Now here I have done from here, same thing I would like to put into Tomcat. I want to put same thing into Tomcat server. So for that purpose, first I click on this manage application like this. So next thing what I do, I go to this one here. First of all, I want to convert into var file. Var is nothing but web archive. So for web archive I make here. I just go to export. I want to make here var file. So I can be making here a var file. I don't optimize for anything here. Struts folder this is. Click on browse here. Save. Click on finish. So here this has been actually converted into var file. That var file let me upload into Tomcat. I'm going to upload into Tomcat here. So Tomcat server, in the bottom you can choose the var file, you can deploy. As soon as it goes into the concerned this one Tomcat server, it's going to unzip and it's going to be putting in the proper folder. So like this the container can be interacting. Struts folder var file we take, click on open, then deploy. Whether this is getting deployed or not we can see here. So this has been deployed for us. Now if you go to the struts folder, the application can be working for us here in this. Click on the struts folder, this can be working properly with us. It's giving you same motor.jsp, enter here Ramesh, followed by enter some 20 here. What happens, see the result in this. Find eligibility. So here is giving wrong thing. Reason, in the place of age we entered name, in the place of name we entered age. Because of that it's wrong data, so it does not accept. Automatically things are getting validated. Otherwise you need to write a lot of validation. Now let me put in the proper order this one. 20 let us put, followed by enter name. This is what exactly Ramesh I put here. If I put Ramesh, it's going to be finding whether Ramesh is eligible to vote or not. So like this here, the struts page is working for us here. We could do this with the struts. Now here see, I can log in from the, I can just log in from the here from this 127.0.0.1, then followed by here I can keep struts order. I just type like this, press enter key, it's going to open the page. Okay, this is going to be age from 78. I put like Puri here. When you click on the find eligibility, it prints the result. So this way what is happening, even with Tomcat also, this is working for us. This is the first video I made on this. In the same way, I'll be making more videos. Then after that, I'll share with you. Since I have some internet problem here, in this way I'm trying to do.